संस्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. My dear Swami Satyadevanandaji, अन्य मेरे भ्रातृगण, साधु भ्रातृगण, मेरे प्रिय भक्तजनों, मैं इंग्लिश में ही बोलूँगा. शुरू कर दिया हिंदी में, इसलिए इसका समाप्त करके इंग्लिश में जाऊँगा. ऐसे सभा में हर वक्त हिंदी में या लोकल भाषा में बोलना ही सहज है. फिर ऐसा कॉस्मोपॉलिटन टोन में बहुत से लोग हिंदी या लोकल भाषा नहीं जानते, इसीलिए हमको इंग्लिश में बोलना है. बिल्कुल ठीक है, भाषा में कुछ नहीं है, भाव में है सब कुछ. तो अब आज को सवेरे से ये साधना शिविर चल रहा है. जैसे स्वामी सत्यदेवानंद जी ने बताया, बहुत कुछ मेडिटेशन, जप और दूसरे आध्यात्मिक विषय के बारे में आप लोगों ने सुना है. You have heard from the morning till now on so many subjects connected with the spiritual life, and I am very glad at the end I have also an opportunity to participate in this holy function. When I come to this hall, I remember the previous hall. This is the second lecture hall we are having. Earlier to this one, we had our lecture hall where perhaps now physiotherapy is there. So that was the hall where about 150 people could sit, and then where we had weekly classes of Bhagavatam and Ramcharitmanas. So it would be full. So if we missed that one, public would complain, "Why did you miss this class?" I said, I cannot be in two places at the same time. I had some program outside. I have to go, therefore I have to miss this Sunday class. No, we must cancel that one and you will be here on Sunday. So people were so anxious for satsang, for spiritual retreat. From that time itself, I am happy that you are all continuing the same mood, same spirit, same enthusiasm for spiritual retreats. Sri Ramakrishna himself started this spiritual retreat. Usually we go in search of Mahatmas and saints, but Sri Ramakrishna visited the Bhaktas. He came to the Bhaktas' house. One of the great Bhaktas was Balaram Basu. Balaram Basu, whose house has become Balaram Mandir, because Sri Ramakrishna went there several times, stayed there for the nights also, and blessed that house. So today we call it as Balaram Mandir. It is an ashrama run by the Matan Mission. So Sri Ramakrishna used to go to the Bhakta's house, and there other devotees would come. The Balaram Babu's house was in the center of Calcutta. And as you all know, Sri Ramakrishna was in Dakshineshwar, almost about 8-10 kilometers away from Calcutta. All cannot go. In those times, conveyances were not there. Most of them had to go by boat, and which was not a very safe journey. But people, even then, few would go. Sri Ramakrishna knew this. So people would require this spiritual retreat. If they are unable to come, I must go to them. That was his spirit. So he would go to Calcutta. You may think, what is there? So he would have gone by a horse cart. At that time there were no cars. So horse cart was the car. Car, and in Tamil Nadu, kal means legs, and car. If you ask somebody, how did you come? Somebody would say car. Somebody would say kal. That means they kept walking. So you had to go either by walking or by cart. Horse cart was the car at that time. Sri Ramakrishna did not have a horse cart for himself. He would request the devotees, you please send your horse cart, you please. And he would give lot of very humorous incidents happening with his horse cart. He used to say, so and so devotee sent a horse cart with the horse was very old, it could not run. The cart was so old at any time it could break. So with great danger we used to go, used to make fun of all those things. Why all this trouble? Sri Ramakrishna wanted this satsang, this coming together of devotees is the most important in the spiritual life. That builds up your inspiration, that builds up your confidence in spiritual life. Spiritual life is a very difficult life, going against the waters, natural waters. Waters are flowing towards the sea. We are going against the sea towards the Himalayas. So it is a difficult thing to sail against. The whole world is going in one way. The spiritual retreats, those who attend here, people will not look at you with a very good eye. They say, he's a little mad, so he goes to ashram. As if they are all very sane, who go to elsewhere and feel worse for going there. Whoever comes here, they feel blessed. Those people who go to other places, so they feel worse for what they went. But yet, they call you all not very normal. So this is the current against which we are sailing. And this satsang, this spiritual retreat builds up that strength in our mind and inspiration to attend and hear. The more you hear about spiritual things, you get interested in it. Everything requires a little hearing. First hearing, afterwards contemplating, afterwards meditating, afterwards realizing. This is how we learn things. So we must hear those that have not been acquainted with spiritual life. We hear many things about spiritual life. Spiritual life, we just think that it is giving up everything and going away to forest. It is not at all. If you go to forest also, you will carry the stone itself there. So you will not get a spiritual atmosphere only in this forest. But before going to forest, you must prepare your mind. So what are the things which we have to prepare when we go to spiritual retreat? The retreat is known to all the devotees of Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna wanted only you come with an open mind and hear people who have realized something in spiritual life. Sri Ramakrishna's teaching was so effective because whenever he would speak, whatever he spoke about God, whatever he spoke about Atman, our spiritual self, and whatever he spoke about giving up the temporary, transient things of this world to get the permanent, immortal things of the spiritual world, he spoke from his experience. When he spoke with authority. People, once they would hear, they would be so impressed. They would come again and again. Ordinary people also would be attracted, and extraordinary people also would be attracted. Extraordinary people would learn so many things. They would say, you are speaking something beyond what has been recorded in the Vedas itself. So Sri Ramakrishna was such a person. So he always used to say, this satsang is required for all, whoever want to tread this path of spiritual life. So satsang is one of the disciplines one has to undergo. As we also say in the society about the young people. So we say, you tell me who your friends are, I will tell what you are. So it depends upon the company, peer pressure. So the company you have depends upon your mind, your samskaras, and your tendencies. If you have got a good company, it means you are good. So take care of the company and they will take care of yourself. So we create our own company when we come here. So in a spiritual retreat, people of similar minds come. Similar in the sense, all having a spiritual aim for this human life. Sri Ramakrishna was very particular. We must remember the goal of our life. Without a goal, we may be going around and around. Suppose you go into the sea without a compass. Where will you go? Which direction you are going? You do not know the east or the west. So in the sea, in 24 hours, early morning you may see sun. You may not winter, you may not see also. Which direction you are going? You may be going round and round. You may never reach the goal. So without a compass, a ship, useless. Similarly, life without a goal is useless. So we must have a goal. What is that goal? Each has his own goal. So we used to hear a joke. Two young people were traveling in the train. Young people having a lot of ambitions. So one fellow was asking the other, what is the goal of your life? What? I will have some few bungalows, few cars, and few good bank account, and then have a jolly life. How many cars would you like to have? He said, why, 2 cars, 2 bungalows, and so much. The other one, so he was telling, no, I would like to have 20 cars, 20 bungalows, and so much. One rich man was sitting by the side. He slapped both the young fellows. Then what you are talking about, you are never going to get it. It's all your dream. Why don't you take these 2,000 houses, 20,000 houses? Instead of that 2 houses, 20 houses, you are telling so miserly. So we are just running like that, all ephemeral things. So Sri Ramakrishna used to point out at this, the transitoriness of this worldly existence. The world Sri Ramakrishna denied. In Advaita, classical Advaita, they call this world as a dream. That means it is not a reality. So Sri Ramakrishna did not belong to that Advaita. His Advaita was Vijnani. The Jnanis are the Advaitins, according to classical Advaita. Whereas Sri Ramakrishna's Advaita is not different from ordinary Jnani, who says world is a dream. He said world also is true as God himself. If God is true, world also is true. God is whom we see in meditation. The world is, we see God in the form of creation. This whole creation is Sri Ram, God's another manifested form. And unmanifested form is what we see in our samadhi, in our deep meditations. Sri Ramakrishna belonged to this Advaita, complete. World also is Brahman, and what you see in samadhi is also Brahman. So he used to say, if the world is true as God, if you can see the world like that, then you have nothing to worry. To see God in the world, to see God in creation, that was his main teaching. So when we are living in the world, let us not think that we are living in a false world. We used to say, you know the reality behind this world, behind each person, we have got God alone. Shiva Jnane Jiva Seva. Man is not simply his body or mind. He is the infinite God himself. Each man represents the Brahman God himself. To serve man is to worship God. Sri Ramakrishna's great teachings. So if we can do something for man in any form, physical help, intellectual help, so it is seva of God himself, it is worship of God. So service to man is worship of God, one of the greatest messages of Sri Ramakrishna. So we hear such things in seminars like this. Mainly Sri Ramakrishna used to say, the preparation to coming to seminars like this and get the benefit is, we must check up ourselves, each one of us, being human beings, with the human culture in us, we have got what you call as the faith in God, faith in the Creator, faith in an ultimate truth, which is supporting the whole universe, including ourselves. There is a power behind us. So we are with that power. He is within us. He is making us move about and He is guiding us. We may not be aware of it. Just like your children who come with you to this meeting, they are not aware they have come with you to where. So they are moving out here. All the way they have come to a great place. All the way they have seen a great temple. All the way they have seen so many great people. So we also are looking at the same thing, but we are not aware that we are with God in so many forms. So Sri Ramakrishna used to say, this sort of a faith in God within us, behind this whole universe. We must have faith in that. Faith in God. It is there in our blood, especially those that are born in the sacred land of Bharat Mata, the Bharat Varsha. We cannot imagine a person who does not have faith in God. We are born with it. Some of us develop it, some of us do not develop it. So that makes the difference between person to person. Some people have more faith, some people have less faith. All the same, all of them are having faith. So Sri Ramakrishna used to say, we have to strengthen this faith. How do you strengthen this faith? Coming to retreats like this, where you see hundreds and hundreds of people coming and then participating in the retreat, thinking about that supreme power which is controlling the whole universe, which is behind each individual. All of us are, in a way, the puppets in His hand. He makes us move, He makes us think about Him, or sometimes think otherwise than Him. Everything that we do is being done by Him. He is there with us, an infinite soul, being the soul of all our souls. So great people, Sri Ramakrishna used to say, you are Rama. Somebody went and asked me, can you give me a short message? He said, you are Rama. That means you are God Himself. Think that God is there inside you, He is outside you. You are in God yourself. To think itself is, somebody must start this thinking. So when we go to see retreats like this, where people who have advanced in spiritual life, whose faith is very strong, so their faith and knowledge, they are very near. Knowledge is the strongest faith of an existence. So all of us are reading in books about electricity, and then we believe that electricity can do this, can do that, we can have fans, we can have heater, we can have everything. We know, we say we have got knowledge of spirituality, the electricity. But that is not complete. We must go to a laboratory and then connect two wires and see that sparks are coming. Then you have got the complete knowledge, application. So similarly, we have heard about God. We have got a vague idea that God is there inside me, inside everybody. But that becomes strengthened when we come into the retreats like this, where people who have the same faith in God, they come, our faith becomes strengthened. What is the strengthening of faith? Believe that God, whom you have not seen, that He is true. Believe in God, whose action you are not aware of, though He is doing the whole world, who is running the whole world, including your life also. We are not aware. But believe when the elders say, especially avatars like Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda, and Holy Mother say, believe it, it is true. To start with, you have to start with the belief. Some of us are in illusion that in secular life we don't have to have any belief. There also you have got belief. When you go to the school, when you send your children to kindergarten or a pre-primary class, so how do they learn the first lesson? The teacher says 2 plus 2 equals 4. Then he asks the class, have you understood? Yes, sir. Come and tell 2 plus 2 equals 4. What did they understand? Simply he heard something. He repeated the same thing. He took it that it is true. Teacher says 2 plus 2 is 4. He took it. Suppose the child questions, how is it 2 plus 2 is 4? How do you explain to the child? And he said, unless you explain, I will not proceed. That means his mathematics is closed. So we start there also. I remember a very humorous incident in one of our devotees' house. Two sisters, they sent their small children to a dance class. Both of them, the sisters. So these two children, 5 years or 5.5 years, went to Bharatanatyam class. Then after 3 days, one girl says, I will not go to this class. He said, what happened? She is going. Oh, let her go. But I am not going. Why? That lady, instead of teaching dance, she is teaching us a drill. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, she makes us move. I said, that is strengthen your legs. To bring balance to your legs, it says to be doing it. But that is dance. Huh? I don't go there to learn drill. I don't go. She has no faith. She never became a dancer. The other one became a dancer. Without faith, you can't learn anything. We have to start with something which we believe, though you have not seen it or experienced. So in God also, God is true. Why? Sri Ramakrishna says, I have seen God. That is the great thing this avatars do, and Sri Ramakrishna has done for us. Nobody after Sri Ramakrishna, just like you have got BC and AD, before Christ and after the death of Christ. Similarly, spiritual world, spiritual knowledge can be divided into before Sri Ramakrishna and after Sri Ramakrishna. BSRK, ASRK. Before Sri Ramakrishna, there were doubts. After Sri Ramakrishna, there is no doubt about God. Nowhere. If anybody says no, where is God? God is not there. Read the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Then afterwards come. Nobody will come back to you. So, Sri Ramakrishna's words are the real authority. Every moment, he experienced God and he would speak to you. So, such people, though all of them may not be Sri Ramakrishna, then we may have a lower cadre of very great souls, then lower them than them. Just as we get a cadre of teachers in the educational system. Primary school teacher also is a teacher. Who teaches the doctorate classes? He is also a teacher. But of different varieties. And all of them need not be the topmost one. Suppose the topmost one you put into the primary, he may not be able to teach it all. Or he may teach the children who would not understand. A doctorate he comes to primary school. So we have got different types of spiritual people. But all of them trying to become spiritual guides, spiritual realizers. So Sri Ramakrishna suggested this sort of a satsang, this sort of a spiritual retreat for every one of us. He himself used to go and then sing, dance, talk about God. Anybody who attended even once, he would become completely converted. So one of his disciples, Dr. Ramchandra Datta, he was a very famous doctor, a researcher in medicine. He had some medicines discovered by him or invented by him in his time. So this Ramchandra Datta was a disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. After Sri Ramakrishna's passing away, he used to lecture in the big halls in Calcutta about Sri Ramakrishna and God and soul and all that. Somebody questioned him from the audience, how do you know that what Sri Ramakrishna has taught is true? Then Ramchandra Datta stood up. He was standing. He stepped aside from the rostrum. Then he left his shoes in front. You tell that Sri Ramakrishna has told you a lie, then I will accept that your words. My shoes are here. You beat me with it. If I say any untruth. Whole audience was moved. Faith. He could convince others by those people who attended that lecture. Immediately they were convinced. Here is a man, one of the most famous person in scientific world. He says that what Sri Ramakrishna is true. And he has got realization through Sri Ramakrishna. So this faith, here so many people are you there? You each one have a faith at different levels that inspires one another. The lower faith will become higher faith will be higher. So this is how we benefit from spiritual retreats. So Sri Ramakrishna suggested that we should have spiritual retreats. He himself started it. Then he would invite all people. Maybe 15, 20, 25 people used to come. But when they would return, they would go with such spiritual faith. Though they have not seen God, they would have absolutely no doubt that God was there. And they would have absolutely no doubt about what Sri Ramakrishna said, as God is our own. God is our own mother, our own father. Why not ordinary mother? Million times more mother, million times more father. He is always with us, trying to guide us. Only we have to turn our mind to Him and call Him. As we call on mother, call on father. Pray to both mother and father. You can pray to God. You can talk to God. Whatever Sri Ramakrishna used to teach, it would just stick. It would go deep into their heart and convert them once and for all. So this he used to do through all the retreats he used to hold. And the retreats many times were not very happy. At the end of the retreat, they used to give some good refreshments. Sometimes they would give full meal also, if it is evening time. So Sri Ramakrishna, they would forget. When the meeting is over, all the other devotees would go and sit and start eating. Sri Ramakrishna is never caught at all. He is sitting there. He used to ask his attendant, what about our food? Then his attendant Rakal used to tell, they have not called us yet. Let us go away. Let us go away to Dakshineshwar. We will have our food. Then Sri Ramakrishna used to say, what do you say? It is now almost 10 o'clock. Who will cook and serve you there? Whatever difficulty is there, let us here go and take food. When they go, all people have all started eating. So Sri Ramakrishna goes and occupies a large seat. One or two seats are there. There he takes the food, and on the way he advises Rakal. See, these are all householders. They have got so much of duties. Along that one, they have organized this retreat. So if there are some mistakes, we are all sadhus. We should never find fault with them. We should never curse them. Nothing bad should befall them. When Swamis go, never think anything bad about it. So that is God. God will excuse you for all your faults. He is your own father. He is your mother. Sri Ramakrishna used to teach this. Whoever has read Sri Ramakrishna, heard Sri Ramakrishna, will have this faith. God will not be doing anything back to you. He will never punish you. If punishment comes, it is your own making. You stumble, you fall, you have a wound. God does not make you wounds. He just cures you. God is always kind. God is always benevolent. He is always merciful, like a father and mother. So Sri Ramakrishna's teaching of God would strengthen the faith of people in God. Everybody would run. So I will close, because there is not much time, with a small incident here, which happened in Bombay itself. You all know I was here for about 7.5 years, between 1968 to 76, when many of you were not born at that time. So I used to conduct Gita classes in Sayan Kolivada. There central government officers resided. Perhaps even now they are having their residences there. So every house there would be Gita class every week. So I conducted for 3 years and completed Gita there. In one of the houses I used to go, there was a small boy. So this boy, he was hardly 7-8 years, maybe in class 1 or 2. So he used to come. When I used to go, they would give me some milk or coffee. Afterwards, I would start the class in their house. So the mother and father, they are attending on me. This fellow also would be standing there. And he would ask me a question. Swamiji, where do you come from? I said, I come from Khar. What is that Khar? Oh, there is a locality called Khar. There we have, what do you do there? We have got a temple there. All people come and then we sing bhajan. We have bharati, and then we give prasad to everybody. Then we have got a hospital. We give medicine freely to all the poor people. So we have got a hostel also. Poor boys come and study there. He used to hear. And he's a 8 or 9-year-old boy. What he understood, I don't know. He went away. One day like that, another Sunday, I went to their house. Then I found the mother and child. These fellows 7, 8 years old. Mother is about 30 years. She was also a teacher. They are quarreling with one another. Mother is scolding him. He is resisting her. So then I said, what is this early morning? Mother and son quarreling. He said, Swamiji, last evening they had a drama in their school. Her son, his school, there was a drama. They gave him a woman's part in that one, girl's part. So he took a very costly sari from me to enact that one. After enacting, he threw his sari there itself and gave away. By the time he came home, it was 10 o'clock or so in the night. So he has come without the sari, very, very costly one. Then I told him, so what is it? Where is it? Oh, I forgot what can be done. Then she started ringing. Nobody responded. Those who responded said, we don't know anything about it. We don't see any sari here. So I lost my sari. So therefore I told him in the morning, you are a fool. You took it from me. You should have brought it back. He says, Mother, if you scold me more than this, I will go away to Ramakrishna Mission. Just imagine, a small boy giving reply to the mother. So mother was so angry. What? So I just tell you something and you say you will go away to Ramakrishna Mission. You see, that boy has asked me, what is that going on? I have told him we do everything, we are kind to everyone. We give them prasad, we give them free medicine, we give them a hostel to stay, we educate children. He has made his own idea about the Ramakrishna Mission, saying here is a place where you don't have to ask for anybody. It is open for everyone. I can also have a place there. I told the mother, this is the best answer you could have got from any 8-year-old. If a mother chastises a child, for the child, mother and father are the whole world. When you chastise, they see the whole world blank. They would have said, I will jump into the water and die, or I'll hang myself and die. This would be the reply from any other child. Here, this boy did not tell anything. This boy will go to Ramakrishna Mission. So if he comes to Ramakrishna Mission, we will give you a telephone. Your son is here. You can take him back. So I said, this is a great lesson that all householders must remember, that teach that God is there more than father, mother, anybody. Everybody, father and mother also may leave you. God will not leave you. This is faith. You instill into your child from the childhood, there is one force which is with him always. It will never leave him, and it is ever with him, and it is the most kindest one. So this faith must come into our children. So those that are young, that are very young, or even children, they are doing the greatest thing here and learning greatest thing, this faith. Here is a God who is our own mother, our own father, who is true as my mother, father, etc. in this society. So this faith, if it comes, 50% of our problem of our young people going for suicide, going for some other serious actions in their life, so will stop. Because they feel helpless, absolutely helpless. Then only they resort to all sorts of bad actions like that, dangerous actions. They will never do it. So this faith must come. This boy had a faith in the Ramakrishna Mission. You teach faith in Ramakrishna himself. So let the faith of Ramakrishna be taught to everyone. It is not to be taught, it is to be caught by them. You live your faith in Sri Ramakrishna, others will learn to live with the faith of Sri Ramakrishna. Values are not taught, they are caught. So you have to live. So you come here, you believe more and more about Sri Ramakrishna. And it will be all without your knowledge, you will be infusing this faith into the younger ones. What you want today is this faith in God, Almighty and all kind, all merciful. So such a God is there, and the proof is Sri Ramakrishna. And the places like Sri Ramakrishna's ashramas, these are the heavens. This is the a sort of a spring in a desert. So you come here, you see the faces of people with tremendous faith that God is true, and we are His children, it is true. And when you follow the life, the spiritual life as taught by Sri Ramakrishna, very simple, the simplest words he has taught us. And if we can read this Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna and the life of Sri Ramakrishna, you don't require any more spiritual teaching from anybody. You will know all the religions in the world because he has gone to the basics of all religions. So he has given you in a nutshell the basic of all religions. So that is why Swami Vivekananda later on said, so if you are a Mohammedan, you will become a better Mohammedan by going into Vedanta. Sri Ramakrishna's teachings are nothing but Vedanta. So Swamiji said, a person who goes to Vedanta, if he is a Mohammedan, he is become a better Mohammedan. A Christian, a better Christian. A Hindu, better Hindu. All of us will become better. We will have a strong pillar to hold on in this life of troubles and tribulations. You know, they like the problems in life. There is no life, even in the life of a small child, there are problems are there. We want something to hold on, which never shakes, which always supports us, and that is God, this faith in God. That you can get through retreats like this. It is holding on to the pillar and going whirling round. It is Sri Ramakrishna's example. If you hold on to God in this changing world, today you feel you are very safe. Tomorrow morning your whole safety is shaking. So this is the society, this is the life we are leading. So here we require a permanent, strong pillar to hold around and go round and round. How much you will, if you are holding the pillar, you will not fall. Without a pillar, you try to will, you will know. You will not be on this ground there. You will be on the bed inside a hospital. So we want a pillar like that. So we have the pillar of Sri Ramakrishna, pillar of God, whom you feel His presence, about whom you hear, and you develop this faith. I pray to Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother and Swamiji, to give us all this unshakable faith in God, who is our everywhere. He is the soul of our soul. He is our own, and He is so full of power. He can do anything for us. Anything we can do, what we consider as impossible are not impossible for Him. Which impossibles will become possible. These instances are there. We don't have much time. But as I told you, in the case of that young boy, so from young age, let us develop this faith in God. If that comes, all other good things will come. When you have a faith in God, who is father and mother and everything to me, not only to me, He is the father and mother and everything to everyone. This brings out a spiritual affinity to one another. We will have a spiritual family in the group. When you are all here, you feel you are the members of the family of Sri Ramakrishna, which you can feel with the whole humanity also, slowly. May Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, Swamiji, inspire us and bless us all with this unshakable faith and give us the strong pillar to hold on and to build round in the different circumstances of our life and come out safe and happy. May their blessings be ever upon all of you, is my prayer to them. Jai Ram Krishna. Om Shanti Shanti.